Big month, dry month, panic, repeat. If you're self-employed, you know this cycle by heart. Feast or famine is not a character flaw. It is a structural mismatch. Your income arrives in lumps. Your expenses arrive in a steady stream. When the lump lands, your account looks full, so spending expands to fill it. When the lumps stop, the account drains and the panic starts. Every person with inconsistent income lives inside this pattern until they install a system that fights it. You already have discipline. You are self-employed. You show up when no one is making you. Discipline is not the missing piece. The missing piece is structure that makes feast or famine impossible. Not harder, impossible. Discipline says you will not spend the big check too fast. Structure says the big check got routed the moment it arrived, and most of it is no longer available to spend. There are 3 reasons the cycle keeps winning. First, you can see the money. Visible money gets used. Second, you freeze. You don't know when the next check is coming, so you leave the deposit sitting. And money that sits leaks. Third, there is no plan for the famine. When the dry spell hits, you enter crisis mode, and crisis mode is expensive. Breaking the cycle comes down to one move. You stop letting money land in a single account where all of it feels spendable. Every deposit, the moment it arrives, gets routed to accounts with specific jobs. Taxes come off the top first, then your floor gets funded, then the reserve, then debt and savings, then free spending. Whatever is left after those buckets, if anything, is yours to spend freely. The reserve is the critical piece. Without it, feast or famine just goes in circles. Before the reserve exists, a $10,000 deposit feels like a windfall, and 6 weeks later, it is gone. After the reserve exists, that same deposit does real work. A 3-week dry spell is still a dry spell. It is still uncomfortable. It just does not threaten you. Rent is already funded. Taxes are already set aside. You can wait for the right deal instead of taking any deal. Feast or famine is not only a money pattern, it is an identity. When you live inside the cycle long enough, you start to think of yourself as the kind of person who rides the waves. That identity is comfortable. It is also expensive. Every feast rebuilds what the famine tore down, and the net movement is close to zero. Breaking the cycle means letting go of riding the waves. You become the person who installed a system once, and then stopped having to. From unable to able. Try it free for 30 days at becomeable.app.